here, but I also have to ask you now. Then, who do you think is gonna uh, come out on top in this, uh, or at least more so? Actually, no. We are not gonna get the round predictions. I don't think for this one. So I guess as we start this here, we're already getting started. Uh, both teams gonna roll out onto mid. Uh, but yeah, who do you think is gonna come out on top here, TC?
Um, I think that they. I'm not watching Chief Keef at all. That's what I think. This is the Chuds versus Anglerfish is what I'm watching currently. If
Oh
that
yeah, yeah, yeah.
is the thing, in which case I think that the Chuds are going to be your victors, as it seems like Slugmundo, very, very weak. Overlord actually wins the demo 1v1 against the Mig, and now has to try and escape with his life. We got the Anglerfish squad on the hunt, trying to track him down, but instead he tries to pull back, goes in through Saw, pulls the Uno reverse card on them,
Oh
gets
my
out, he takes
goodness,
down
like
Vio.
Mundo.
What the heck? He's surviving on one hit point, eventually gets taken down. Tristan follows that one up, and that was just very impressive from Slug to get a kill there.
Yeah, that was an amazing double back. Like you said, just jumping right through Saw, finding a quick pick there. And now it looks like Anglerfish is gonna try to take that space, but Chud is coming. The Chuds are coming right back in, but they're gonna lose Letty early here on this push, and now this is gonna be a really bad situation for them as yeah, as Anglerfish restabilizes here and just
Yeah,
action. But Mundo's trying to through catwalk. Nope, they're not gonna be able to make it. The Great Mage is right there to meet him, and now they're gonna be able to cap second as they get this Uber ready to push into last. And now the Chuds are gonna have to get ready. They don't even have their demo up yet. So if Anglerfish is fast enough, they could have a huge advantage here. But they lose Golden already on this push here as they try to get through lobby. A great spam from the Chuds, and now they have to use in with one player down. Sniper trying to make a play from the Chuds. Sentry still up as they're keeping it alive pretty well, and the Chuds defend this last very well. They keep the space, rotate the spawn, and keep the Sentry up for long enough to get some good picks and push Anglerfish out.
And now we are going to see an opportunity for the Chuds to try and reclaim some of that ground that was taken from them from the Anglerfish aggression. They get out onto second. They do have this question is where they're going to use an answer, seemingly somewhere through Saw. Seems like they just want to go through that main doorway, and they are going to use it on their scout and demo. And they don't find any picks just quite yet, and I don't think they're actually going to find any at all. Everyone on the side of Anglerfish being able to escape and live to see another day. Now it is going to be an opportunity for them to repush, as you guessed it, it's a leapfrog scenario, and they have got their own Uber ready to take through Saw.
Yep, Anglerfish looking to make the space here as they slowly make their way through. Might try to just jump through fast. They're gonna Uber in early, just trying to make sure they don't drop any players. As yep, the Chuds are trying to kite it, but they lose two. They lose the demo, and damn and Big Bank go down along with him. So this is gonna be really bad for the Chuds as well, not the worst. They have ads, so they can reaggress, and it looks like they are trying to keep second here as they find Golden walking in. Tristan making a high bomb in, but he has no one to support him now as he gets caught by Raven trying to run out. And now this is turning around for the Chuds. They have full Uber ad, and once again, like you said, leapfrog situation. Right back to them as they make space on mid, trying to take it for free. Oh my goodness, just deletes Mig with the market card. Matt said, do not just peek me there. But it looks like there's a back cap trying to happen, but Raven and Dam are there to stop it. Great plays from Chud all around, catching the demo out and then stopping the back cap. Anglerfish trying to take the moment of chaos to reaggress, but they are just getting picked off. They do find the force though, so this is going to be a situation for them to reaggress once they get their players. And Mig goes down again. This is not looking good for Anglerfish. Chuds might try to take this in, maybe look for early force and go for some type of cap situation, or maybe just create enough chaos for
Oh
a
my
back cap. Oh
god!
my goodness.
Damn, just got air shot out of the
Golden
sky right there.
said
Really great
no.
stuff from Golden and Tristan. I think it was a combined effort there. Regardless, unfortunate for Dam, sent right back to the respawn room, and his team are going to have to back up as well. Forced off of second. It's going to be Anglerfish reclaiming that for their own. And it is still going to be Uber advantage, however, towards the Chuds. So they still have an opportunity to maybe try and get in, and depending on how successful they are with this push, maybe try and get a point on the board if they're able to take it all the way into last. But they're taking their time here. They don't want to have to use it early, but they might be forced to, as it seems like Anglerfish doing well to maybe try and force it out. A fadeaway bomb, one commits on top of the shed, but backs off. Luddy doing really well to dodge all the damage, but because of that great dodging, they're not really getting a lot of space, and Big Bang going down over and Saw is going to mean that they're definitely backing up back towards middle.
Yeah, the Chuds slowly trickling players there, and now Anglerfish taking advantage of that as they find Slugmundo as well and get the force. They're walking out here. As they walk out, they lose two, but either way, a great situation for Anglerfish as now they don't have traps to worry about, but a fast bomb coming in from Dam, and they get the force as well. Before Anglerfish realizes they lose two for that, but now, I mean, Luddy with the slight Uber advantage, they might just let this even out, but a great save. Great bomb from Dam there to even the situation out. As Anglerfish is looking to maybe actually push through Saw, maybe go for a fast dry push while the Ubers are down. Soldier going in for a bomb, but Vio goes down early, and Golden goes down as well as Tristan tries to go in for a last-ditch effort. Not enough, and the Chuds are just rock solid. They're ready to push back through with a good defense, and they run through lower, and as Anglerfish walk out. That was a great defense by the Chuds.
It's really, really great defense, and now they have an opportunity to exhibit their offense as they want to try and get aggressive here, but you already see Vio. He's up on the sniper, maybe trying to even get a nice quick headshot onto Luddy, immediately backspawns back onto Scout. Tristan going to get taken down in that forward spawn. Everyone on Anglerfish just kind of corralled, cornered in this lobby. They have to back out, and they are going to do so. Still going to be even Ubers right now, as they have very, very weak Golden. Jumps it back towards safety. That gives a bit of space for what is it? Them to work for, as they, oh my god, a lot of damage onto the medic. It's barely going to be able to stay alive. Ali is going to be all safe and content over in the backside, but now we have the Ubers coming out to try and block the point. They got so much cap time there. Now Luddy is going to use in response, seeing that Ubered Tristan Soldier fly, but they lose track of the point, and that's going to be the first round in favor of the Chugs going their way right there, as they had the later Uber use, but it was importantly the fact that they got on top of the point, and it really just seemed like Anglerfish kind of forgot about it there.
Yeah, that was a crucial moment for them to get that cap while Anglerfish was kind of busy trying to recoup and survive. It was a very chaotic last fight, but the aggression from Chuds and the way they were able to take the space, they were able to close it out in the end. But here we go on the second mid. Immediately, Raven goes down trying to contest height. Unfortunately, that's going to be, looks like the Chuds are already going to give it up. They're just going to cut their losses and give Anglerfish the mid. But Anglerfish is going to take this momentum in. Golden trying to get in for a bomb, but him and Ally are going to go down. Somehow they find the med there. Tristan trying to get in for a last-ditch effort bomb, but they are not going to be able to find Luddy as he gets out in lobby. Mig trying to get in as well for a pick, but it is not enough. Somehow in that chaos, they found Ally, and then they were able to successfully, keep Kite Luddy away from all that sacking. Once again, the Chuds showing a very, very solid defense from these bombs.
Really, really great stuff so far from the Chuds. Now they are going to get onto that midpoint. They have an opportunity to go a bit further with this threat of Uber, as they are going to bomb in onto Luddy. He does have to use right there in Saw, and I don't think they're going to get anyone else with this Uber. They get the space, they get one, but they don't get anything else. So technically is a leapfrog scenario, but these situations are so much more precarious if you are the team that is Anglerfish, because if you mess up, then the enemy team can maybe try and send someone for a back capper immediately. If you fail pushing out of last, you wipe, then that last point is just free for the taking. But they're still going to try it regardless. They use immediately into lobby. Can they catch anyone out? They might be able to catch a soldier out, and they do. My goodness, Golden is going to be able to take down Math with some precision rockets right there. So they've been able to successfully get out, but the problem here is now they're at the risk of the counter Uber or the repush coming in from the Chuds.
Yep, the Chuds looking to make a push quickly here through Saw. As the, looks like the Great Mage and Golden are trying to make a play on the flank, but they go down, and now this is just an even better push for Anglerfish. But Tristan almost gets Luddy down to less than 15. He milks it, though, and is able to get the pack. Now a full Uber advantage, and with 3 down on the side of Anglerfish, this might be another round for the Chuds as they just walk straight through lower. Bomb in on the point, already get a ton of cap time. They pick Raven off, but Anglerfish has to be very careful here. They already lost the first round to not paying attention to the point, but looks like they're able to defend this as the Chuds cut their losses with 2 down and walk out. Chuds trying to spam them out. Golden looking for a play in lower, but he actually goes down along with Vio, and now they're 3 down again. Mig almost getting caught out at the shutter, and they get forced with the Uber as well. The exchange comes out, but Chud has so many players. They need to play quick if they want to play for the spawners, and they clean up the rest of Anglerfish, go for the cap, and that's it. That's the second round for the Chuds.
That is the second round, and starting to maybe build a little bit of momentum here. The first round took a minute, but this round a tad bit quicker. The Chuds picking up steam, and if you're Anglerfish, you got to look a little bit towards the drawing board, figure out what you're doing wrong, what you can try and improve upon, what weaknesses have you already exploited from your enemy team, and what weaknesses have you yet to take advantage of. Question is, are they going to be able to recognize all of those opportunities as we go in onto the third mid? Just going to be staring each other down for the meantime. No one getting super aggressive immediately. Just going to be happy to play the spam game until they find some type of nice opening to try and go for these bombs based off of, maybe their demo does some great damage or something like that. Speaking of, Slugmundo just going to be shooting those stickies across the point for the moment. No one's really getting too aggressive. Actually, as I say that, Raven walks across point, takes down Mig, and that's going to be the opening. That's going to be the call. We have a Sean coming out. He's not going to be killed. He hasn't been killed yet. Raven, what the heck?
The exchange.
They just ignored him. He gets flashed. He doesn't die. What the heck? Listen, okay. I get it. There's maybe more important targets than the scout. However, he is a free kill, and he was so weak, man.
That was an absolutely insane mid from the Chuds. Immediately, they found that opening on Mig walking a little too forward. They focused him down, and then Anglerfish responded with an all-out sack, but it was not enough. Not enough to even get Raven, who was showing off a little bit. Now they're gonna be walking into last with some advantage here, getting ready to maybe take a third round from Anglerfish already, with 16 or 17 minutes left on the clock. Is already a strong start, but they use in on the right side through the shutter, already finding some players. Golden goes down, the sentry goes down, and Anglerfish trying to rotate the spawn and play the point, but they're not playing it very well. Math going in for the high bomb, and Anglerfish has, the Chuds have so much cap time that Anglerfish just pretty much has to camp the point. They can't really afford to push out, even with the even picks or even with much advantage. And now the Chuds are trying to walk back in here. Big Bang goes down, but they find Mig once again. That's going to be good picks for them as the Anglerfish is struggling to keep their players up. Golden goes down as well. They're now 3 up as the Chuds get their players in. High bomb from Dam. He goes down, but they're slowly making space on the left side here. They just need a little more cap time. Vio goes down. They're looking for Tristan. Getting a lot of pace. They get their men as well, and they get the Uber. And now they just need to clean up. Oh my goodness. And it looks like as long as the Chud's here, no. Anglerfish is not going down without a fight. They're still doing damage. They will not go down. They still have spawners. It's not enough, though. The Chuds take the third round.
I mean, props to Anglerfish for holding out for as long as I think possible. They were giving it everything, but unfortunately for them, the Chuds just had the DM to back it up in the later stages of that last push, because that was going on for a while there, but they were able to make it work and get them 3-0 in the game, giving themselves a nice healthy lead as we go in on to the fourth mid fight. Instantly, we see some much earlier aggression onto the medic. Golden with some nice rockets takes down Luddy. The same also happens to Ali. Big Bang just rocking across the point, gonna be able to clean him up. Now, there's only a couple people alive for both teams, but make that only one for Anglerfish. It's just going to be Tristan jumping around over in Saw. They might have some type of idea of where he is, and indeed, he is going to get cleaned up by Dam. And that is going to be a damn shame for Anglerfish. They lose another mid-fight, and it's going to be, technically in this rule set, you got as much time as you need. But it just becomes more and more difficult to try and get yourself into that mental mindset of, right, we can still do this. We might be 3 down. We might have just lost this mid, but it is still possible. And we know it is possible. Anglerfish have been performing well in the tournament, and they have a lot of experience on the roster, but just so far the Chuds have been doing really well, as we see a little bit of a soldier trade over there on the flank.
Yeah, the Chuds just showing very much that their team not to be messed with, as they walk in here with the crits and absolutely destroy Anglerfish. No one left alive except Vio, just waiting for a hiding play, maybe some type of last-ditch effort as the Chuds just walk straight onto point. Tristan is there alone to fight as Vio tries to come in with the support, but it is not enough as the Chuds take their 4th round. And like you said, you have all the time you need, but Anglerfish, it's a long road from here, and they need to get into the mindset of just, calm down, play how we normally do, and just, play solid. It just seems like, the Chuds are exploiting their tendency to go a little too forward, a little too much. So we're gonna see what happens on this last, or potentially last mid here, if the Chuds take it. But as long as Anglerfish do something here, unfortunately, Anglerfish loses 3 already. Soldier's trying to make a play behind, but they get cleaned up as mid gets cleaned up on the mid as well. Finally finding Vio there, and an almost complete wipe for Anglerfish as Chuds take that mid.
Yeah, and with that final kill there, it is going to be essentially a complete wipe. Unfortunate for Anglerfish, but they're not out of it just quite yet, even though it's looking very, very dire for them. They're probably going to be on their last point. Actually, with that being said, they're a little bit slow to take a bit of ground because they did lose a fair few people. So they are going to have a bit of time to maybe try and set up some defenses on second, maybe get their soldiers in position to go for some type of sacrifice play, force out the Uber from Luddy, as that seems to be where they're taking it in through Saw. A lot of damage over there. Big Bang going to trade out for Tristan, so that's going to be one less
jumping in from behind. Matt finds ally. He somehow gets in lobby through, I guess, Cheese or maybe Africa. I'm not sure, but jumps in and finds ally with the med pick. And now that's going to be an even bigger advantage for the Chuds as they just stabilize here and build the Uber. What an insane play. I wasn't ready for Matt to just appear behind them like a magician.
Yeah, definitely a magician. I mean, you weren't prepared. I wasn't prepared. And certainly not Anglerfish. They were not prepared either, because that was a really great play for Matt. Set his team up perfectly to maybe just end this match right here if they're able to convert on this last push, make it a clean 5-0. They're going in. They take down the sentry gun. They haven't gotten any cap time on the point just quite yet. Are going to be rotating over towards the left side now. They want to try and aggress over the point, over towards the right, but they're losing one. They lost one in Raven. They get a lot of time onto the point. Are they going to be able to get onto it in time? It's just duking out over it. They're so weak on both teams. It's only going to be the medic from the Chuds left alive to try and make some type of a Harblue hero play. But unfortunately, this is not that Snakewater match, and the Anglerfish live to see another point fight.
Yep, with 10 minutes left, that was a great defense from Anglerfish. They almost got caught out by the double bomb. The heavy was out, and they had rotated spawn, but the Chuds almost responded very well with the synced double bomb, but they were barely able to scrape by. And now they're able to walk into mid here with the full Uber advantage. Oh my goodness, never mind.
Okay.
Big Bank said, okay. Your Uber advantage is gone.
Okay.
And now the Chuds are probably looking to play the advantage here. Wow. I wasn't ready for Big Bank to come out with the sniper angle.
Either were Anglerfish, as unfortunately Great Mage gets taken down as well. Tristan does find one over on the flank, and speaking of flank, Vio is trying to go for one. He has been spotted right now. He's all the way in the back in the enemy team's lobby, just trying to buy his team as much time as possible, probably, to just help them get some type of defenses. But Big Bank hits another nice headshot onto Mig, so no demo for Anglerfish right now, and they're going to be very disconnected. Vio is in behind, and the problem with being in behind is if you're not able to do anything, if you're not able to slow them down, you're just making your team down to one player. But it seems like he's trying to go for something. He's sneaking his way like an assassin. Can he get the kill, though? He does a lot of damage. But no, Big Bank gets the body shot kill and saves his medic from having to either die or use theirs. So advantage still intact. It is going to be an opportunity for the Chuds to make their way in onto second.
Yep, looks like the Chuds are jumping in here, just making the space. But as things even out here, they're going to have to look for an opening. But with Big Bank as sniper, maybe it won't be so difficult for them as they try to work him in lower with the lower angle, but it's not gonna pan out. So he's gonna try to peek through shutter here. Anglerfish just getting their defenses up. They know the sniper's there. They get a trade-off, and Anglerfish loses 2 for that. So the Chuds may or may not take this in. Again, they have the sniper, so they might just work him in further, which just looks like they do, and he just snipes Ally just like that. Walks in the left side, immediately deletes their med, and that's going to be game 5-0 for the Chuds.
Wow. Big Bank is showing up, his sniping prowess is hitting some incredibly nutty shots, especially in that last round to help take it 5-0. And they have managed to win against Chuds, and they have gone on to the lower brackets finals against RDR. But when you think back on that game, it just seemed like the Chuds were in control of it essentially the whole entire time. They had good mids. They had good, transition fights. They were generally fairly good at their last pushes, and the couple of times that Anglerfish had an opportunity to push last. The Chuds were also good at defending. It just seemed like overall, at least in this particular match today, they were the better team, had the better coordination, and I think the results show that.
Yeah, definitely. The Chuds just proving themselves to be a much more solid team, and I think we have the logs up. We can see definitely Slugmundo, top DPM. Pretty much everyone on the Chuds, it felt like they were playing pretty solid, and you can also see it in how unfortunately Anglerfish's med doubled the deaths. The Chuds were just a lot more. They had a lot better defense. They were a lot more prepared for some of the sacks that Anglerfish tried to throw at them. Even when Anglerfish were trying to go all out, maybe send in 2 or 3, it seemed like the Chuds were able to just easily defend against that, and then, like you said, transition into pushing, taking that advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100% agree. They just overall had a much better time of it in general. But we're going to have to see how they stack up against RDR, who these guys have not actually played